Day 47. I'm sitting in my car in a Target parking lot, staring at a $6.32 receipt for I don't even remember what I bought. And I'm crying. Not because of the $6, but because this was purchase number 183 that month. And when I looked at my tracking spreadsheet, I realized something that genuinely broke me. I had no idea where my money was going. I make a decent income, I'm not drowning in debt, I thought I was doing okay, but I couldn't tell you where $2,400 disappeared to last month. It just vanished. So I did something extreme. For 90 days, I tracked every single dollar. Every coffee, every streaming service, every impulse Amazon purchase at 11 p.m. What I discovered didn't just change my finances, it changed how I see myself. And I'm going to show you the actual numbers, because if you've ever felt like your money just evaporates, this video might be the wake-up call you need. Let me take you back to the moment I decided to do this. It was March 15th. I was treating myself to dinner after a long week, $47 for Thai food, and as I was paying, I had this weird thought. How many times have I done this exact thing this month? I checked my bank account, $1,834 left, 15 days until payday, and I had no idea how I'd spent the other $2,600. Now, before you judge me, I need you to understand something. I thought I was being responsible. I had a budget somewhere. I made it in January. I wasn't buying crazy stuff, no designer bags, no new car. I saved sometimes when there was money left over. I checked my balance regularly. It wasn't zero, so I was fine, right? Wrong. So wrong. That night, I did what any rational person does during a financial crisis. I went down a YouTube rabbit hole about money, and I kept hearing the same advice over and over. Track your spending. I'd heard it a million times before. It always seemed so tedious, obsessive even. Like, who has time to write down every dollar? But that night, sitting on my couch with $1,834 to my name and no plan, I made a decision. 90 days. Every dollar, no exceptions. I didn't know it yet, but this decision would lead to the most uncomfortable, eye-opening, and ultimately life-changing 90 days of my financial life. Okay, so first things first. How do you actually track every dollar without losing your mind? Here's the exact system I used. The tool. I tested 5 different apps and methods. Here's what worked for me. Option 1, pen and paper. Too slow, I'd forget. Option 2, complex Excel spreadsheet, abandoned by day 3. Option 3, mint/YNAB/every dollar, app fatigue, too many notifications. What actually worked? A simple Google sheet with 3 columns. Date, amount, category, how I felt. That's it. That 4th column, that's the secret weapon we'll talk about later. The rules. Rule number 1, log it immediately. Not at the end of the day, not tomorrow, the moment the transaction happens. I kept my phone in my hand at checkout. Yes, people thought I was weird. I don't care. Rule number 2, every dollar. Parking meter, logged. That $1.50 convenience fee, logged. That 99-cent app I forgot about, logged. Cash, especially cash. Cash is where money goes to disappear. Rule number 3, no judgment yet. This was hard. For the first 30 days, I just tracked. No shaming myself, no trying to change behavior, just pure data collection. Because here's what I learned. You can't fix what you can't see, and I was about to see a lot. Week 1 to 2, the honeymoon phase. Days 1 through 14 were actually fun. I felt like a detective. Every purchase was a clue. I was finally getting control of my money. Week 1 spending, $287. I was so proud. See, I don't overspend. This is easy. Week 2 spending, $419. Still reasonable. 1 big grocery trip, gas, normal stuff. I remember thinking, why don't more people do this? It's not that hard. Oh, sweet summer child. Week 3 was coming. Week 3 is when the cracks started showing. Day 17, I bought lunch out, $13. Day 18, forgot my lunch again, $15. Day 19, too tired to cook, $22 delivery. Day 20, I deserve this burrito bowl, $14. 4 days, $64 on lunch. And I'm staring at this spreadsheet thinking, I pack lunch. I'm not a person who eats out every day. But the data didn't lie. I was exactly that person. Then came the real gut punch, day 23. I decided to look at my categories so far. Here's what I found. 23 days spending breakdown. Food, restaurants, or delivery, $387. Shocking. Groceries, $156. Wait, less than restaurants? Coffee shops, $47. Only twice a week. Subscriptions, $67. I only have like 3, right? Impulse Amazon, $124. Essential items. Target runs, $93. Went for shampoo, left with 8 things. The moment that broke me, I spent 2.5 times more eating out than on groceries. Let that sink in. I was literally throwing away home-cooked meals that I'd already bought ingredients for to buy more expensive meals. And the How I Felt column told an even more painful story. Exhausted, didn't want to cook. Stressed from work, needed comfort food. Too tired to decide. Felt like I deserved something nice. Every single restaurant purchase was an emotional purchase. This is the moment, day 23, sitting in that Target parking lot, where I cried. Not because I was a bad person, but because I finally saw the pattern I'd been blind to for years. I wasn't buying food. I was buying the feeling of not having to try. And that realization, it broke something in me. The illusion that I was fine with money shattered completely. But here's the thing about breaking. Sometimes you have to break before you can rebuild correctly. Week 7 through 12, the turning point. After the breakdown, something shifted. Days 30 through 45, the awareness stage. I didn't try to change anything yet, but just knowing I had to log every purchase made me pause. Standing in line at Starbucks, phone in hand, ready to log that $6 latte, I'd think, do I actually want this, or am I just tired? Sometimes I'd still buy it, but sometimes, not always, but sometimes, I'd put my wallet away. Those small pauses added up. Week 8 saved $43 just by asking, do I really want this? Week 9 saved $67 by meal prepping on Sunday. Finally. Week 10 canceled 3 subscriptions I forgot existed. $31 a month saved. Days 45 through 60, the pattern recognition. I started seeing the triggers. Trigger, bad day at work. Response, $20 plus dinner delivery. Trigger, boredom on the couch. Response, browsing Amazon. Trigger, Sunday afternoon. Response, Target just looking trip. Once I saw these patterns, I could interrupt them. Bad day at work, I'd go for a walk first. Sometimes I'd still order food, but sometimes the walk was enough. Boredom, I'd delete Instagram and Amazon from my phone after 8 p.m. Sunday Target trips, I made a rule. Wait 24 hours, then decide if I still wanted to go. Days 60 through 90, the transformation. By the final month, something incredible happened. I stopped feeling deprived because I wasn't following someone else's budget. I wasn't restricting myself based on what I should do. I was making conscious choices based on my patterns, my triggers, my actual values. The 90-day results? Let me show you the numbers. Month 1, days 1 through 30, $2,847 spent. Month 2, days 31 through 60, $2,193 spent, minus $654. Month 3, days 61 through 90, $1,876 spent, minus $971 from month 1. Total 90-day savings compared to my normal spending, $1,837. But here's what's more important than the money. Zero shame. I understood my spending instead of judging it. Zero restriction. I still bought what mattered, cut what didn't. 100% awareness. I knew exactly where every dollar went. And that how I felt column, it evolved from stressed, need comfort, tired, deserve this, to this aligns with my goals. This brings genuine joy. This is a conscious choice. That shift, that's what fixed me.
The biggest lessons. After 90 days of tracking every dollar, here are the 5 lessons that changed everything. Lesson 1. You can't budget your way out of emotional spending. The problem was never that I didn't have a budget. The problem was I was using money to solve non-money problems. Tired? By convenience. Stressed? By comfort. Bored? By entertainment. Until I addressed the emotions, the spending would never stop. Lesson 2. Small leaks sink big ships. It wasn't the $500 emergency, it was the 47 purchases under $15 that added up to $684 that month. $8 here, $12 there, they felt like nothing. Together, they were everything. Lesson 3. Awareness changes behavior automatically. I didn't need discipline, I needed visibility. The moment I had to look at my spending, really see it, my behavior started changing on its own. It's like leaving the lights on versus turning them off. Once you see them, you can't unsee them. Lesson 4. Your money reveals your priorities. I said I valued health, but I spent $387 on restaurants and $0 on a gym. I said I valued financial security, but I spent $124 on impulse purchases and saved $0. Your bank statement doesn't lie. It shows what you actually value, not what you say you value. That disconnect, that's where the work begins. Lesson 5. The goal isn't perfection, it's consciousness. I still eat out. I still buy coffee. I still make impulse purchases sometimes. The difference? Now they're choices, not defaults. I'm not trying to be perfect, I'm trying to be awake. How you can do this. Okay, so you're thinking, this sounds great, but I could never do 90 days. You're right, you probably can't, so don't. Here's what I want you to do instead. The 7-day challenge. Just track every dollar for 7 days. No judgment, no trying to change anything, just awareness. Here's your simple system. Choose your tool. Phone Notes app is easiest. Simple spreadsheet, my favorite. An app if you're tech savvy. 3 columns. Date, amount, category. Log immediately. Right after the purchase, before you leave the store, the moment you click buy, at the end of 7 days. Ask yourself, what surprised me? Where did I think I was spending versus where I actually spent? What felt good? What felt wasteful? What pattern do I see? That's it. You don't have to change anything. You don't have to fix anything. Just see. Because I promise you, seeing is the first step to everything. And if after 7 days you want to keep going, do another 7, then another. Before you know it, you'll be at 90 days and you'll be different. Look, I know this video was heavy. If you're still here, thank you. If you felt something watching this, if you saw yourself in my story, I want you to do something right now. Comment below, I'm starting the 7-day challenge. Just that, just commit publicly, because accountability changes everything. And if you do the challenge, come back in 7 days and tell me what you discovered. I read every comment and I'll respond. Also, I've put together a free tracking template, the exact spreadsheet I used in the description below. It's yours. Use it. If this video helped you, do me a favor. Share it with one person who needs to see it. Not to judge them, but to help them see. And if you want more honest, no BS personal finance content like this, subscribe, hit the bell. I post every day of week. Next week's video, the $847 per month subscription apocalypse, where I audit every recurring charge in my life and show you how to do the same. Until then, track 1 day, just one, and see what happens. You've got this.